Hello mathematicians, hope in this video and getting a little bit of practice you can say I can factor trinomials when a is greater than 1. In this video we're going to look at two different problems which use kind of two different methods. One is a little bit simpler when the other is a little bit more complex, and talk about the situations when you use each method. Let's look at our first example. So we're given the trinomial 5x squared plus 12x plus 4. And we're going to try to factor this out into two binomials. We know that the first terms of each binomial needs to have a product of 5x squared. And the only two factors of 5x squared are going to give us 5x and x. Those are the only two options there, which makes this problem slightly easier than what the next problem is going to be, because 5x times x squared is going to be 5x squared. So we know that what goes here needs to be our factors of 4. Well, we've got our factors of 4 are 1 and 4, and 2 and 2. And what makes this a little bit more difficult is that when we fill in these blanks, we need to make sure that we are paying attention to when we have to do the outer. We multiply our outer here, so we're going to take 5 times something in here. So these factors need to add together with one of these factors being multiplied by 5. So one of these factors and 5 times the other factor need to add up to 12. So while we can see that if we were to multiply 5 times 1, that would give us 5, and 5 plus 4 is 9, which is not 12. Take 5 times 4, that gives 20, plus 1 is 21, which is not 12. However, when we multiply 5 times 2, it gives us 10, and 10 plus 2 is 12. So we're going to go 5x plus 2, and x plus 2 to be our factors. So when we that's going to be our two binomials. So we can just go ahead and let's just check our answer. So if we were to FOIL this out, we get 5x squared plus 10x plus 2x plus 4. So that would give us 5x squared, and we combine our like terms, plus 12x plus 4. So this is a good answer right here. So this is our factored trinomial. Let's look at another example, and this example is going to be a little bit more difficult. So we're going 4x squared minus 16x plus 15. And we're going to use a method that is commonly referred to as the AC method. And what the AC method means is that we're going to multiply the a times the c, which gives us, so 4 times 15, which would give us 60. And now we're going to look at all of our factors of 60, and we're going to try to find the factors that add up to negative 16. So it would be 1 and 60, 2 and 30, 3 and 20, 4 and 15, and 6 and 10. So, and again, these can also, they're both going to be negative because they need to add to negative 16. So when we make them both negative, both all these sets of factors both negative, which two sets of factors, or which set of factors add up to negative 16? Well, it's going to be negative 6 and negative 10. So that would give us 4x squared minus 6x minus 10x plus 15. And what we're going to do is we're going to break this into two different binomials. Now that we've broken up into their binomials, we're going to factor out the greatest common factor of each binomial. So the greatest common factor between 4x squared and 6x is going to be 2x. 2x, and what we'd be left with on the inside would be 2x minus 3. And then we go minus, and well, what's the greatest common factor between 10x and plus 15? Well, that'd be 5. And that would, on the inside of this binomial, we'd be left with 2x plus 3. And now we can think of these binomials on the inside as just one big factor. So we can factor out of this whole expression down here, we can factor out a 2x minus 3. And what would be left on the inside if we were to factor out these 2x minus 3's? Well, we'd be left with 2x minus 5. So that is going to be our other binomial, 2x minus 5. And this would be our factored trinomial right here. So now we could go ahead and just check our answer quick. When we have FOIL to do that, we go 2x times 2x will give us 4x squared, 2x minus 5, so it'll be minus 10x minus 6x plus 15. We combine our like terms and we get 4x squared minus 16x plus 15, which was what our original answer is, so this is a good answer. So that's it for video. After watching this and getting a little practice, you can say I can factor trinomials where a is greater than 1.